But
It's
yeah, a
like
really cool
Chikara,
gauntlet
man.
match. They didn't do it. They didn't do a Rumble. They did a gauntlet match to crown number one contenders. A little different, but
It felt weird.
It did
I
feel
liked
weird,
it.
but hey.
I liked
I didn't
It was
hate
still
it.
good.
It just felt weird. Like, not having the legends and
because Liger didn't actually wrestle at Wrestle Kingdom this
well,
time.
Liger wasn't there. Cheeseburger wasn't there.
Billy Gunn and Austin Gunn.
Like all these people that always show up in the Rumble,
And
and the crowd pops hard for them. None of them were there. It just feels weird.
it did feel weird. Well, my first Wrestle Kingdom, the Fujiwara showed up for the freaking Rumble.
Right.
Like, oh wow, okay.
I remember.
That was like 8 or 9. It was like
Yeah.
it's like my 5th Wrestle Kingdom, I think.
That was pretty crazy. So we kick off things with the Never Openweight Championship.
Oh, if you're talking about the announcements between the pre-show and the main show,
Okay.
like Wrestle Kingdom's gonna be 2 days next year.
Which
Yes, it
means
is.
it's going to be 3 days with New Year's Dash.
Which you mean,
Jesus.
Dax gonna be the 6th now. G1 is starting in Dallas
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
and at American Airlines. So, like, the basketball stadium.
So Melissa Hatfield gets to go to that.
And I hope they do both. I hope it's just a big ass show with both blocks.
Yeah, I kind of hope that they kind of go the route that they did with the tag tournament.
Where they actually do like all 10 block matches for both blocks. Just to like really do it. Ugh. And just more US shows, a UK show. Oh.
It's gonna be crazy.
And they're
Put
going
all
somewhere
the-
big for the UK show too. Like they're going to like an 18,000 seat place, I think they said, for the UK show. So dang.
They're putting a lot of eggs in these baskets this year.
Well, they're gonna have to. They've got some competition coming. More so than anybody else with All Elite officially being announced, which we'll get to a little bit later.
Oh, they also
was,
announced that
the
like
biggest.
freaking Super Juniors is taking place in one of the big arenas this year over there, and not just like Kuroken for almost all of it.
It's going to be pretty cool. There's going to be a lot to discuss as the year goes on. So, as we mentioned, 8 championship matches, and they all changed hands.
8 championship matches, 9 total matches on the show.
which was funny because some of these title matches were obvious they were going to change, and then other ones were like, "Whoa, okay."
Yeah. First out the gate was Will Ospreay and Kota Ibushi. Will Ospreay, your new Never Openweight Championship, in a match full of holy shit spots.
There were a bunch of spots where both of these people should have been dead.
I'm pretty sure I even wrote to you, like, R.I.P. Kota Ibushi after that one spot.
Like there were so many. Like their careers have officially been shortened.
Yeah, especially the fact that Ospreay's only been, and he's already like severely injured himself multiple times.
Yeah,
He
His
needs to
neck,
slow
his
down a little bit.
ribs.
He needs to slow down a little bit.
His neck.
Or he's going to have a very short.
And then Kota Ibushi, we all know he's got a surgically repaired neck already.
Yeah, he's one when he takes those DDTs. I always like cringe really hard. I'm just like, please stop doing that.
Somehow or another, he always ends up proud of his skull.
Yeah. Can we just not with that? Fuck, dude. But it's a great opener. One of the best matches on the whole card. Definitely worth watching.
Absolutely.
Just be prepared for, and they weren't bad high spots. It wasn't an overkill of high spots like our next match, which was.
I mean, it was what you would expect from these two guys.
Oh yeah, no, they told a story. So, all right, so we have brand new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. This was a 3-way. You had, of course, your champs, which was Suzuki-gun.
Yep.
Roppongi 3K, which is just one of the best gimmicks ever. and I will go to the real Roppongi if I ever go to Japan. You guys know what the real Roppongi is, right?
Yeah.
It's the Happening nightclub section of Tokyo.
Yep.
Yeah, I will so go. And then, of course, LIJ, which is just one of the coolest stables out there.
100%.
And this was going to be an LIJ.
Oh, yes.
As Shinji, sorry, it's not Shingo. God, Dan, how do you say this guy's name? Say it the right way.
I mean, Takagi Shingo.
Oh, there we go. And Bushi, they are your new tag team champion, and all 6 guys had a crazy 7-minute spot fest.
Well, all these guys are known to go.
Oh yeah. My favorite is when they put the title cards up to tell you who they are, and it's all like the Japanese writing. It tells you who they are, but then for Show and Yo, it's just their names in English writing.
Yeah.
The Show and Yo.
There's a few people that they do that too.
I know it's just always funny when you see it like that. A good match for what it was, but it not anything to write home about. It's a spot fest, so it's fun.
It was a lot shorter than I expected it to be.
A couple of these matches were, but they were still good.
Oh, sure.
Because a Wrestle Kingdom match can go 7-8 minutes and still be better than your average 7-8 minute televised.
This is still
weekly.
a 5-hour event counting pre-show.
Well, the thing is with a 3-way, usually I expect most 3-ways to go 15 minutes or more.
But this one didn't have to.
No, it didn't have to. I was shocked at how quickly it went by. I was like, holy shit. I blinked and it was over.
All right, another favorite match of mine comes up next. This is for the British Heavyweight Championship. So this is a Revolution Pro Wrestling title.
This match was brutal.
And, well, it has Zack Sabre Jr. in it, and you're like, oh, Zack Sabre Jr., great worker, because he's the style Will Ospreay should be doing.
Yes.
He does high spots, but he also wrestles. And then out comes one of my favorites, the current champ, Ishii, who is just a friggin' the dude looks like a cannonball because he's like
with a cannonball on top.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like we've always said. There's 2 people on the New Japan roster you would never want to meet in a dark alley somewhere. Ishii's one, Minoru Suzuki's the other.
Oh my god, yeah, no. Those are like the two. Those are like the top of do not fuck with.
Dude, Stone Pitbull is like the most fitting nickname ever because he looks like a pit bull made of stone.
Yes,
and then,
he does.
And then the other one would be Fale.
Oh yeah,
that would be the third one.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Although, from what I understand, Fale is a blast outside of the ring.
Oh, I'm sure he is. But you know who else was a blast outside of the ring? Haku. And he bit a guy's nose off.
Sure.
So I'm just saying. Zack Sabre Jr. wins the title in a very match. This was less high spots. There were a couple, but this was mostly just this was the epitome of strong style. We're gonna
stretch you, we're gonna hit you, we're gonna break
oh my god, were there stretching. And then Ishii lost by submission.
Which is very rare.
Dude, I actually marked out for that. It's like, he called for the bell.
Yeah. Ishii very rarely has ever submitted.
It's funny because the match was just under 12 minutes, and yet Zack Sabre Jr. could barely celebrate his victory because you could tell he was legitimately winded because they really were beating the shit out of each other. So Taka's like got the belt and everything, and the president gives him the belt. He's just like, he's got like the half smile. He's just like,
what the hell did I just go through?
Dude, I get it. I get it, dude.
Yeah.
All right, we got another 3-way coming up here. This not the junior heavyweight tag team championship. This is the main tag team championship.
The heavy Q tag team.
Heavy. Now you got the Bucks in there, but we
are not going to win.
We all knew they weren't going to win. You have God, Guerrillas of Destiny, for those of you not in the know.
Yeah, we're not talking about Shawn Michaels' tag team partner there. We're talking about...
Yeah. We're talking about Tama Tronga because I really liked his motorcycle get up.
I was like, ooh, is he supposed to be Red Hood? And then Loa came up behind him and was wearing like a shitty hat, partly blue.
And he's like blue.
And I was like, oh, I guess not. They're just being weird.
They're just being weird. When Bad Luck Fale is the most normal looking guy. Oh, and this, you know what was great about Wrestle Kingdom? We got to hear Jado and Gato.
Yeah.
They were both there. Apparently Jado's a White Walker now.
Yep.
Because he looked like a cross between the Night King.
And he's the master of the Singapore cane.
Yeah, he is. And then the third team, who would eventually win the titles, is my favorite tag team in New Japan Pro Wrestling, Evil and Sonata.
They are so good together.
Oh, God, I freaking love this tag team. I love this friggin' tag team. Evil, of course.
Yeah, and again, the Bucks are the ones who take the pin here.
Which
Evil
makes sense.
Do their standard, they do everything that they do together. They do it great.
What I love about Evil is his history. He was a young lion for 2 years. He got sent to his learning excursion in the United States, and when he came back, he immediately joined LIJ and was just on fire.
Look at him. He looks like a guy that should be on fire.
And of course, you know where Sonata got his test with. You know who his fellow young lions were, right? Yoshihashi and Naito.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's...
And then Sonata worked for TNA.
Yeah, well... he didn't really do that much.
The experience
he was
wasn't good
ex-champ,
back
wasn't
then.
he? He was the great Sonata.
Didn't he actually beat Cage for the X title? I know he worked Cage. Somewhere in there.
Well, Sonata was in TNA like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
He defeated Brian Cage and Crazy Steve.
And Crazy Steve.
You mean Crazy Steve?
To advance to the finals of the X Division tournament.
Oh, that was back when they were like, we had a couple of really good three-ways. Let's make all X Division matches three-ways.
Yeah.
Really.
Really.
Yep.
And then, like, 4 months later, they're like, let's stop doing that.
And then, ultimately, he did not win the title because he lost to Samoa Joe.
Ultimately, yeah. Well, Evil and Sonata are now the champs. This was another great three-way. This one had its high spots, but because it was longer than three-way, it had a little more story build to it, including Singapore cane shots, double choke slams, and just keep an eye on Jado.
Yeah, pretty much.
Seriously, keep an eye on Jado.
Always keep an eye on Jado.
Don't turn your back on Jado. Great match. Here comes one that I wasn't necessarily surprised at the finish, but I was still surprised in general and really satisfied to see Juice Robinson capture a championship as he defeats Cody to become the IWGP United States champion.
First two-time champ.
And it makes a lot of sense that Cody is going to lose, but damn, it was great.
And like I said, Juice's work over the last 2 years have been increasingly better and better. He deserves to be champ.
My favorite part was when Tiger Hattori kicked Brandy out. He's like, no, you get out. And she's like, okay, yeah, I'll leave the ring. And he's like, no, out.
Be gone.
Hey, I got some trivia about Mandy Rose. She has held one championship title belt in her entire career. Do you know what it is?
No.
This is a bonus trivia question. She was the Iron Man heavy metalweight champion for DDT.
Oh, the DDT thing. You want to know a secret about Brandy Rhodes?
Oh, do I have the same secret?
If she wasn't married to Cody, I would do her.
I don't think that would actually stop me. Because of the rules of the heavy metalweight championship, it's had 1,337